Clear my throat before we start.
So hello and welcome back to GT Sport for a new season, Season 8, and I am here and joined with a co-commentator for the first time in quite a while. So we've got last night's debutant winner, first ever time he's won on GT Sport, also my teammate, welcome to GT Sport.
Good evening.
Good evening. So, as I said, we have a new season. We're just about to kick off qualifying very shortly. Couple of new things to talk about to start. We do have a slight change to the format in terms of the team structures. So previously, last season and all the other seasons, we've had teams of 2, but because quite frequently had a lot of like full grids, that we thought we'd always have a commentator spot, so we're doing 3 teams of 5 teams of 3 even, can't even speak, 5 teams of 3 this season, so we'll get, kind of mixes things up, makes it even more about team and strategy. So I think that's a good idea, Junkie Sport then. I think we're quite happy with our team for GT2.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Right, can anyone that's in the stream at the moment double check that you can hear Junkie? Because the co-commentator on GT Sport is a bit odd. You can't really hear him because the setting option behind you, so double check you can hear Junkie. Should we kick off with the teams? Should we kick off with last season's champion then? T. Smith?
Yep,
and
my teammate in the Nations Cup.
Yep, it is.
They say my captain.
Oh yeah, captain. So it's T. Smith, Blue Flag, and Rom, isn't it? Yeah, but they're all in Dodge.
Yes. I think they're going to be quite strong actually. But I do believe possibly that maybe the Citroens might have it over the top of them by the end of the season.
Not entirely sure, to be honest. I think it could be quite close, as in by quite a few drivers. Right, this sound quality should be a little bit better now.
I think my main problem with my earphones is at the moment I'm watching Tom just doing donuts. So
yeah, I have just seen that actually. That's not.
Yeah, he just sets up twice as loud as anybody else.
Yeah, I'll have a go for that as well. So as I was saying, it's a little bit. Tom's in a little bit of a slower car this year. He did go for a little bit of a outside the box kind of choice, didn't they? They went for the Dodge, which is not the fastest car overall. I think the fastest guy gets the kind of last pick, if that makes any sense. So they're not likely to get like the fastest cars, like the Citroens and the McLarens and Mitsubishi and things like that. And they all felt quite comfortable, so that's why they went with the Dodge. But as it could be quite close this season. It's a really good high quality fuel, because obviously we've got the guys that are moving up, which we'll just get into now. So, as you're aware, we SPY, Donzel, Peatman and Junkie dropped down GT1 down to GT2. As you seen last night, they all went quite well, very well actually. And jumping up, we have Megatron Lishat on Ross, who was in the Mazda last season, but we'll get into the car that they are in. We've also got Lennon, there he is, Lennon, who is changed from the Kit Kat car of last season, which was the favourite livery of everyone, and he's now in the Cream Egg car. So, that's...
I have noticed there's an awful lot of chocolate themes going on.
There is, there always is. There always seems to be a very big chocolate theme for the cars. So yeah, definitely the chocolate seems to be a big winner in terms of sponsors and themes for liveries on these cars again. And the other person jumping up is Dartball, but Dartball cannot race this evening, so we'll see him next week. So in terms of next team along, might as well go with last season's manufacturers, winners, which was Aaron and Pagani. They are joined by newly promoted Megatron, and they are in the Citroen, which is a very, very strong car. The car we've got, hopefully, yeah, no, you got that. How's the game sound now? Just in case. Still a little bit too loud. Change it even more. This game's a neat it really is. Should we go on to the next team then? Who's the next team? Who should we go for? You pick.
To Flying Throne.
Flying Throne. So, in Flying Throne's team, we have it's CG and Simmel joining Flying Throne, and they are in the Lancers and Mitsubishis. So, Throne last season loved his Group 4 car. Right, 2 wee seconds, I'm going to turn the game down soon again. Hate this game.
It's going to be interesting, I think, to see how the cars are going to be driven in GT1 compared to what it was like last night in GT2. I think there's going to be points where know how to set the cars up with setups that they can do. I just think you're going to see a complete difference. But it's something I think the GT2 boys could probably pick up. So if their car's being used in GT1, maybe have a word with a GT1 driver and find out what they're doing to get their speed and so on.
Yeah, Cole is an interesting one. I think he'll be a lot quicker this season because he really didn't like that Group 3 Subaru. I mean, I had it last season as well, and it is a bit of a handful, particularly on the slower tyres. Yeah. So I expect him to go quite quickly. CJ as well, actually, he was his teammate as well. And then we also, joining them, I think, did I say it was Simmel, wasn't it? He was joining them. Simmel used to be in FTRL, he had a couple of seasons off. He used to be in GT when I first started doing comps a few seasons back. So he's back for this season. He used to be very, very quick as well, so I'm fully expecting him to be up there this season as well. But in terms of the start of qualifying, we've got Pagani on pole on an 11.7, provisional pole, and then we've got just behind him, it's the Alpha of the Mighty Iggy, which we'll get on to their team very, very shortly. 11.7 was quite a good time around here. I'm pretty sure, I'm not mistaken, I think Paul's going to be about 11.4-ish, possibly, around about that mid-11 mark. I think that was the time they were all kind of aiming for, any time I've seen them in practice lobbies, things like that. So, I think at the moment, he's actually just up in his time at the moment as well, so he's on pretty good track. But he's just hit the wall actually, so it's going to slow him down a little bit. I've just seen the section using the instruction round here.
Yeah, I'm surprised Aaron's 0.8 of a second down. I would have thought he would have been a lot closer.
Yeah,
he clipped the final points, like there he goes, 0.5, so he's getting there.
Yeah, he's closing up a bit. Right, in terms of the next team, I might as well go with the Alphas then. So the Alphas are Dartball, who isn't racing this evening, who was the last season champion for GT2. We've got Lennon and we have Iggy. So Lennon improved massively towards the end of the last season, and Iggy, everyone was extremely impressed with Iggy when he joined. He was extremely clean, and he also was very fast, especially like there was a couple of tracks he was very quick at, particularly like Knoxlife, sorry. And I'm pretty sure there was one or two others which he was up there as well. He was up there for Saturday as well, actually. About him as well. So he was quite quick as well, so I'm fully expecting him to be up there. What do you make of their chances?
Well, based on what we saw last night, I think it's yes, it's good having a fast car, but you've got to have the strategy. So I think after tonight's going to be a difficult one because it's maybe the first race we get an idea, but the second one it's slipstream. That's all it is.
Yeah.
There's no point being in first because you're going to lose. So it's slipstream.
It's going to be about fuel saving.
Yeah, that's basically it. I think we'll probably get a better picture after next week.
Yeah.
I think they're in a quite good car. It's a lovely car to drive, both the Group 4 and Group 3. I just think you can see that they're going on track now, watching Iggy right now. He's pushing, but he is doing Bob Job Wing and mowing the lawn at the same time. So, I'd like to see them be up there with the others because I think that's what the season needs. Is lots of different cars fighting for that lead.
Yeah.
Whoever it seems to be in the team, it doesn't matter which driver it is, as long as the cars are up there and fighting among each other. Rather than one car manufacturer shooting off and they're just leaving everybody behind.
Donzo's just said in the chat, possibly doesn't expect this to be a very good track for Alpha. When a couple of people did, I'm pretty sure did testing round here actually, I was in a lobby one time and the Alpha isn't great in a straight line in the Group 4, so it will be a bit of a sitting duck on the straights, so we'll need to watch out for that one. But we have got one final team to discuss, which is FTRL Panda, FTRL Recall, and also SF Racing. Okay. SF Racing isn't able to race this evening, so we've got Lee and Panda, but they're in the Lamborghini, which is a decent all-round car. I think Lee's been struggling a hell of a lot more than Panda, sorry, has kind of got to grips with it quite quickly, I think. Lee's struggled a little bit more with braking on it, I think, just a bit too much tyre wear, so he's having to mix and kind of mess about with the brake balance a little bit to get it right.
Yeah.
But
you say that Lee's beating Panda.
He is actually, so he's obviously put the work in.
It's only by about 0.3, but it's not a lot.
He's still up there, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, in terms of liveries, I've had a look through what liveries catch your eye.
Right, I'll have a sneaky through.
I do have a big soft spot for Aaron's. Both for Aaron's Friday night dinner inspired, which is terrific.
Yeah, I do as well, because you know why. When I can't vote for my own work. I do like the red stripe, which is CJ. I like that. It's a very simple design. I do like that. It works well for the car, the style it is.
cars. Right, any other liveries? Have a look. I do like blue flags. I like both of blue flags, particularly the Group 3 one, which we'll see later on. Lovely car. And I do quite like the Mighty Iggy's as well, again, Italian-inspired Alfa Romeo. We've still got Pagani on pole at the moment, provisional pole. They're only going to have one more lap left to complete as well.
We've got an Alfa Romeo in second.
That is that shouldn't be as high on the test.
That's a good bit of driving if it's pushed in to get it there.
Yeah, that shouldn't really be up there.
Perhaps maybe SBY and Donzo what they think the tyre wear will be like.
Mighty Eggy has just put the Alpha.
Sorry, Donzo, I think you need to have more faith in your drivers. You probably have, mate. You probably have.
Right, who else? Who's on a lap? Who's on a lap? He's not going to get a lap. Is he actually? Is he actually get a lap?
Oh, he's quite under. Yeah, he's gone. Set finished.
Yeah, he's missed it out like that. Tom's a 10th off.
I don't think the qualifying is going to matter too much on this. Mind you saying that, I'm surprised Aaron's as far back as he is. Mighty Iggy's just pulled out a bit more.
Tom's 2.5 laps up. He's got the slipstream towards the last bit of the lap. And feels when I tried the Citroen doesn't feel particularly faster when you compare to some of the other tracks. I felt it struggled a little bit more than certain tracks. Aaron might improve, it looks like here.
There we go.
Tom
look at that. That was close.
Oh. I did say I was bang on. 11.4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm quite surprised because I didn't think those cars turn left and right very well.
They don't, in fairness. Yeah, they don't. Definitely don't. Oh, I'll go for Tom to win it. I think Pagani will get up there, and I think the Mighty Iggy will be in P3.
Yeah, I think. Oh, we've got a jumper.
Oh,
there we go.
Simo. Oh,
Simo.
He's forgot.
Yeah, he's just decided to leave when he wanted to.
Oh, the Mighty Iggy's got a great start at P1. Pagani in that section.
And I think Aaron's going to move up a bit as well.
Yeah.
I think he just needs to get into the swing of it, really.
Lennon's round the outside of Aaron, up into P4.
The advantage of the Citroen is that they're quite a wide cars.
Someone off the back. Going out to Panda, Panda off in the background. Lennon's dropped down to 5th, Aaron's up to 4th, Tom's down to P3. Pagani's down the inside of the Mighty Iggy. Kind of hairpin, manages to get it done. The Mighty Iggy's kind of still hanging it, trying to hang around the outside, into this kind of long left-hander.
Tom's just taken Rob.
Oh, has he got past him? Blue flag past Rob. Simo's all the way down in P12 after jumping from the start. Right on the back of Lado, the Lancer trying to get past the Lamborghini. Tom having a battle as well. Tom drifting round turn 1. The Mighty Iggy's still there on the outside. Bit of a gap now between this top 4 and the rest developing a bit. Tom's up into P2 now. Lee's managed to keep P5 at the moment.
nice little battle going on around about the 10th place.
Oh, blue flag, Lennon, Simmel, Rom, Megatron, Panda. Lennon down the inside, Simmel trying to hold it around the outside. Simmel's moved a little bit back up now after this start was happening up at the front. Tom taps the wall, Aaron's looking racy in the Citroen.
He is hanging on.
He's going to have to, if he loses slipstream then he's going to struggle I think towards the... Oh, Aaron brakes very late there, gets a great...
Yeah,
oh, right, that was... oh, I tapped the wall, I did tap the wall there. A hell of a lot later than everyone else.
Yeah, he's just getting used to how wide his car is.
Chrome's on lead. CJ's managed to jump them both up to P5.
Yeah,
So
Rob's dropped right down to 12th.
Oh, he's down the back, he's actually 13th now as well. Ross is going to try and get past.
Yeah. Well, he's held, no, he's dropped to 13th. Millitron's struggling. He's not.
I thought he might be a little bit further up, but wait until the second race because he's a wizard on fuel. So he could be well up there.
He seems to be losing ground on acceleration.
Yeah. Might not. But yeah, I've got to grips with it. Full section. We've got Lee's closing up quite quickly on the back of Rome.
Yeah, I just dropped onto him. Yeah. For someone that doesn't like the car and doesn't like the way it handles.
He's doing quite well so far.
Nice little four-wheel drift down there.
Oh, Lennon's went very wide there. Simmel having a look down the inside. Needs to be brave to go around there. That's a bold overtake if he goes for it. Not really the corner to be overtaking that one. It's quite a tricky left-hander that one. Frome going down the inside of CJ.
I think what's keeping Iggy in the picture is the three in front that are fighting. Garner's not really getting away. Tom's still hanging in there.
They're all kind of just behind each other. Iggy's managing to get that alpha quite nicely. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think someone said he ran that car in the Nations Cup or something like that, so I think he might have quite a bit of experience with his car.
Yeah.
Which might help quite a bit.
Either that or he's putting the accelerator pedal through the floor.
One of the two. CJ, Frome, Lee are quite close together. Frome down the inside. CJ trying to hold it around the outside, but Frome's got the position done. Lee on the attack now, and CJ as well. Gonna dive down the inside for the next corner. Side by side, still side by side.
Can he stay there? Can he stay there?
Great racing.
He's leading on him.
Oh, great racing there.
Yeah,
Giving Peter just enough room. He's still there.
Having a look just for the accident, just to see if he can get in there.
Lee manages to get the position. Great little battle there. Managed to go side by side for the entire first sector.
It's not over, they're coming back at each other again.
Yeah, he just... That's a great battle. Lee just backs out. CG's at the wall. Blue flag looking racy behind as well. Blue flag thinks. Blue flag on the attack. I think Lee's still got the slipstream though, so that's going to be helping. Lee's got the slipstream. Blue flag still gaining though. This could be free wide. It is. They're going for it. I think Blue flag decided to back out there in the last second. Still going side by side, Lee and CJ. Blue flag trying to have a look there. Was that the switchback? Is he just switched back both of them? I think Blue flag may have just got a double switchback. Because they just jumped off The kind of camera angle wasn't very good there, but I think he's just got a double overtake. CG's dropped all the way down to P10s. We have got quite a few people on the softs, and then there's super softs. Lee struggling on his tyres though on that Lamborghini. It's a bit different to like, the cars ahead. The blue flag on the Dodge, much better on the softs. Similar looks like he's right on the back of Lee as well. Let's see if that Lancer can get past the Lamborghini. The Lancer's the slowest probably in the straight line. I think it actually is the slowest. Quite a way.
Aaron's dropped out of right, he's still holding third, but very he's kept it.
He managed it just about.
Just about, yeah. He made a mistake on that first corner where he late brakes.
Yeah.
He can get up the inside of him a little bit.
It's an odd corner. A lot of people struggle with braking in there. I'm one of them. It's kind of a weird corner. Sometimes you brake at the exact same point and you end up at a completely different like turn then point. It's a very strange corner turn.
With the two Citroens, when it comes down to tyre wear, are exactly the same. Super softs.
Not much different to it. Soft.
Less wear on Tom's soft tyres.
Yeah.
And considerably less for Iggy.
Pagani. Oh no, Tom dummies.
No.
Tom dummies.
He dummies, yeah. And Iggy stays with him, but now he's a second behind and losing time.
Yeah,
so he may have just done the wrong thing there.
Yeah, that Alpha needs slipstream. It's a bit like the Toyota around here. If you didn't have the slipstream with the Toyota as well, you were kind of...
I think with the Alpha, I don't think it's the speed. I think it's the ability to brake late and turn in.
Yeah.
Because that's when he's making up time.
Yeah, it's good in that middle sector. He has dropped it into 7 temps though, so he is quite... Yeah, Tom's on the grass.
Top's off.
Yeah. That corner, a lot of people kind of do that. They kind of go quite wide off that. It's down under half a second.
It's one of those corners. If you do go off, it's fine. But if you do clip the barrier, you can.
Yeah, you don't want to be going too wide. Right,
yeah,
are we going to see them in?
You lose a little bit of time, but not too much. But as long as the blades on the front are nice and sharp, that grass will look lovely when he's finished.
Oh, Mighty Eggy taps the wall, but he gets away with that back there.
Yeah, he's pulled right back at the end of the lap.
He is. So, what's going to happen with fuel situation? Because where Pagani and Aaron have come out P9, P10, T Smith and Iggy carry on. So, the looks at what's happening here at the moment. Pagani and Aaron are doing a two-stop. Rob gets past Simmel. And Phil still, there wasn't much difference because I remember the time last time I did a race around here, as Simmel just dives down the inside. Oh my Jesus, I did a two-stop round here. Actually, I was one of the only ones, so I found it quite working. Because you don't lose much time. The pit lanes, you don't really lose much. So it's quite good, and you make up a lot of time in that middle and last part of the lap. Because there's quite a lot of demanding corners. There's a lot of tight corners, so it does pay to kind of have fresh tyres as much as possible. Iggy's right on the back of Tom now. They're still carrying on though. 2 attempts. Someone's diving in the back there. Who was that? Simmel dives in. So
can I just ask anybody in YouTube, is our mics quite on cars?
I think it's still a little bit. Someone said it's still a little bit quieter. Give me 2 wee seconds. hopefully that fixes it fully. If it doesn't, that doesn't work, then there's nothing else I can do because I'm now all the way in both.
Right, according to Zom, it's much better now.
Honest to God, this game will be the death of me. Why are the cars so bloody loud?
Yeah, it's crazy. I've never run in this now before.
It's mental, isn't it? It's crazy. Right, Pagani and Mighty Iggy having a battle. I cannot believe how much like that he's got that Alpha up there. I mean, I didn't expect this to be a strong track for the Alpha, so if it's not, Mighty Iggy could be a bit of a dark horse.
Yeah, according to SBY, if you get the brake tyres right and the Alpha is good for tyre wear, spin it and the rears have gone through, so...
Yeah,
But there's only realistically one place they can actually spin the wheels up around here. That's
exactly.
That's about it, really.
Right, okay, so Blue Flag and Lennon are still not into the pits. The only two. Blue Flag managing to go a bit longer. They're not losing too much time, in fairness. They're kind of Lennon pummels that wall though. Lennon's rear tyres though don't look particularly healthy, his rear right. You kind of don't really want the rears to be wearing particularly much because it messes them up massively. They're both into the pits though, so that's going to put T Smith back up to P1, Pagani on P2, Mighty Iggy P3 and then Aaron P4. Tom's get a tiny gap though, so they're all quite close. Aaron's dropped up a little bit, but you never know, he might be able to catch back up. And we get CG and Fro and Will Panda still battling at the moment as well. As Blue Flag comes out the pits just behind this battle. He's battling with Megatron. I think
Aaron's pushing, you can see he's cutting the corners.
Blue Flag's just about got that move yet. He's back up to P8 now, so he's past Megatron to come out of the pits. Lennon's come out in P10 just behind Megatron. So we've got Frome's down in P5 and CG that have been in a battle most of the race. Panda P8, Panda P7, sorry. Then we've got Blue Flag P8, Megatron P9, Lennon P10, Rom who's just dived it down the inside of Lee. Lee's dropped all the way down to P12. So after a good start, fell back quite a bit towards the end of the race. But I'm not sure if I think some of these may have to come in again. Like CJ, I'm not entirely sure if he's going to get to the end. Panda as well. I think they'll be doing another stop. So
these tyres are quite worn as well.
Yeah, he does seem to be struggling quite a bit on those, and the tyres with that. I think he's struggling on the brakes with it quite a bit. I don't think he's got the brake balance right on it yet, because the brake balance can make a massive difference. Pagani's right on the back of Tom now.
Megatron, I think, is finding his feet because he's pushing on from 9th. And behind Blue Flag as well, who's been having a cracking run.
Yeah, the Mighty Iggy's up to P2. I think Pagani went wide at turn 3, isn't that? I think it was turn 3 he went wide at, yeah. At turn 4 it would actually be, I think turn 3's a kink, so turn 4 the right hander. Went a little bit too wide on the... Zom's asking, can you change the brake bias here? You can change the brake balance in the infield parts of Blue Moon. It's the speedway you can't change the brake balance on. So all speedways the brake balance is locked, so you can't change it. And there's not, it's just probably because there's not much use, and it probably creates more issues than it's worth having brake balance on speedways. It's just a no-go one. So, yeah, but you definitely can change brake balance here, as far as I'm aware. Mighty Iggy's drifted round turn 1. That's definitely not the fastest way around there.
CJ's dropped off the back of his teammate. Panda's up the inside of him.
Panda's someone that we always say, if Panda spent the time on this game, he would be one of the quickest guys in it, but he doesn't play the game as much as a lot of other people.
Blue Flag and CJ have an incident. Blue Flag's off.
Oh, Blue Flag is off.
Got Lennon challenging Megatron.
Oh, so we do down the inside.
Oh.
Gets the move done. Yeah, Panda's someone who, I mean, he does seem to like that Lamborghini. So he might be someone to watch for this season. not entirely sure how far he'll get in some of the races, but he does seem to be a lot quicker so far this race than he was a few in last season. I don't know if he's going to have to come into the pits, as Aaron and Pagani are in as well again. So they're doing 2-stop. Tom looks like he's going to be doing a 1-stop. Tom and the Mighty Iggy.
7.5 minutes left.
So Pagani's come out in P4. Aaron's come out all the way down P9 though. So he's going to have a bit to make up.
My concern for the Lamborghini is the tyre wear. We're not on a perfect oval here. That right-hand tyre is taking a pounding. What's it going to be like on the oval? I'm wondering whether they might have to do a 3-stop on the oval.
Yeah, we did a Group 4 race round the oval, but I've never done a Group 3 race round the oval. Plan was a little bit wide there, just managed to get it. But then alright.
The Group 3 might handle completely different, might wear tyres slightly different.
Yeah, exactly. Lennon's having a very, very, very good opening race. That's pleasure. Been great. I think he's probably quite enjoying it. Were they both coming in? No, I think Lennon's just getting the slipstream. He was getting the slipstream. I didn't think he was going to come in. Lennon last season had the Lexus. The Group 3 Lexus is great. The Group 4 Lexus is horrendous on its tyres. It is an awful, awful Group 4 car. So he didn't, last season, he didn't really get a good go of Group 4, but he got that corner all wrong there, and he blew flags, gained so much time. Lennon's drifting around that corner there.
That'd be no good for his tyres.
He got that all wrong, that complex area, took it far too much on the inside. Mike's saying his favourite livery is Lennon's. Yeah, Lennon always seems to make a good livery. Everyone seems to like them. Aaron's trying to get round it, outside there, wrong, gets it back off. Oh, switches to the inside, wrong gives him room. Oh, sliding, oh, caught that just.
Side by side.
Oh, yeah, maybe the back arm towards CJ. Oh, Megatron at the back, just off. Nanda right on the back of CJ. Gonna pull out. Should get past quite easily, that. Much better straight line speed. I think he's already passed, hasn't he? Yep. Down the inside. All done, all sorted, easy move.
At least 3 seconds off the back.
Oh, blue flag, blue flag. Oh, we got lucky there, he went far too wide. I don't know if he touched the barrier there or not. Rom's trying to go round the outside, and we've got Aaron as well, who's wanting to get back past some of these cars. I think Aaron's managed to get past Rom, but Rom's still there. On the inside. Has to hold it. He's just about giving. Oh! No tapping. Just about managed it though. Pace it. Mighty Iggy up into P1 now. T Smith just behind P2. Mighty Iggy's tyres are much better as well. Mighty Iggy's driving the wheels off of that Alpha. He's really, really quick in that thing. But Pagani's got to P3 now. He's got Frome just behind him. Pagani's on fresher tyres. So Pagani is closing in now, but he has still got 6.6 seconds to go, so I don't think...
He's taking flying Frome with him as well.
Yeah, he's matching on this slipstream, isn't he? Lennon, blue flag, having a battle. Aaron having a look as well. Lennon's still trying to hold it around the outside. Great racing here. Still trying to hold it around the outside. Aaron has a look down the inside of blue flag. Has to get it back out a little bit. Tries to get the best exit. Rom having a look now as well. Oh, what's happened to Panda? He's left the room. Panda's disconnected. That gap's...
Was his teammate in 12th?
Not been a great race for the...
I don't know what happened to Lee, because Lee was up there.
He was. It just... Oh.
It's just gone away, isn't it?
A lot of people are leaving the room. I think we might have a disconnect. Oh. Yeah, it's disconnected. I think the server's gone. Something. That was about 4, that's 5 cars now just left.
Yeah.
That's a disconnect, I think. There's another one.
T Smith's gone, yeah, they're all going. There they go. There they go.
Oh, right.
Sorry, people.
Sorry, everyone watching. We'll have about probably we'll see what's happening in a couple of minutes' time. But I think we'll probably just have enough time because we've not actually done predictions for the season yet, have we? So,
No, not yet.
right, let's have a little look at the driver lineups, and then gonna give one for the manufacturers. As I've already said, sorry to anyone because I'm gonna jinx everyone here, as I usually do. So, my pick for the title is Pagani. I think Pagani's going to regain his crown in that section. I think Pagani will be very, very quick this season, especially at specific tracks. I think he'll be unbeatable at some tracks. I think his closest competitors might be Aaron, Tom, and it looks like Mighty Iggy could be up there. He wasn't on my list at first, but I think he could be up there. But I definitely think Citroens are going to win the manufacturers. So that's my pick. If you get any.
Yeah, I think you're right with the Citroens. I think it's mind you saying that, it's a tricky track to. I mean, we're going on past performances, really.
Yeah.
We can't go on what we've just watched. You got to look at it. You got Pagani, who's 3 times champion. You got T Smith, 1-time champion.
Yeah.
But a convincing 1-time champion.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? So you know that he's got a strategy. It works. I think Aaron's going to get used to the car. I'd like to see what he's like in the Group 3.
Yeah.
Because if you're too heavy-footed with the Citroen Group 3, you will just turn it round. Even though it's a really long car,
it's quite easy. Yeah.
It's very unforgiving if you give it full beans.
Yeah. It's one of those cars that spins quite easy.
Yeah, you have to tickle it to make it go type thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those cars.
It's definitely one of those cars as well that there's a lot of cars that you can save when you get spins in that. The Citroen's not one. No. When it goes, it goes. It's one thing that I've learned, it goes. When it goes, you are not saving it, it'll go into the wall, it'll just spin.
Yeah, I mean, the Alpha, if the back goes out on the Alpha, being a smaller car, you can actually twitch it back again.
Yeah,
get
exactly.
It back in line really quick. The problem with the Citroen is that it's 25 foot long. When the back goes,
yeah, exactly.
You are across the whole track. Slight exaggeration, probably. You're right across the whole track, and if it's gone, that's the momentum. It's just gone. And your best bet is to try and turn it all the way around, 360 it, and then straighten it up, because you will never get it back again. Flying Frame, I reckon he might be there. I reckon he might be there.
I am tempted. I would have said Flying Frame, but there's something about that Lancer. I get the Group 3 is really quick, but I just do not think that Group 4's got enough pace. And it was one car. The Group 3 is a really, really quick car. The Group 4's solid, but I just don't. It's not got that outright pace. But if anyone can bring it up there, it'll be Frome. Frome's extremely quick.
I must admit, if you look at the cars, from my opinion, if you look at the cars, the Lancer in a Group 4, it just looks like a club racing car. Do you know what I mean?
I get what you mean though.
Some fella in Dagenham's put it together in the back of his shed or something like that. It hasn't got anything on it that makes you think that's a sporty car.
It's a racing car, yeah.
If you drive down the road next to you, you just go, I wouldn't even look at it.
Yeah, looks like it just looks like a road car, doesn't it? It just doesn't really look.
It does. It's just so plain and boring. But when you get to the Lancer GR3, for some reason they put lots of boxes on the side of it so they can make it a little bit wider on the track. And it's a beautiful car. I mean, I had one of my best seasons in that car.
Yeah, and the grip fee is really good. Exactly.
You can absolutely cane it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're taking it into a corner and think, no, I've overdone this.
Yeah.
And the car will still go around that corner.
Yeah, there's some cars that do that.
I think Throne might be one to watch for
Group 3.
Group 3, not tonight, I don't think. I mean, it's going to be quick tonight because it's a car around here.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think it's going to show the overall performance and the handling of the car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
And the other thing as well that I always say is, I can climb in a car. Say I drove the same car that Tom won the championship in. It doesn't mean I'm going to be as fast as him. It doesn't mean I'm going to like it. It's going to handle different for me to how it handles for him.
Exactly.
Because of our styles, so...
Exactly, it's why people, a lot of people didn't, pick the Toyota, even though it was in testing. I know it's Pagani style, obviously, everyone else, different styles, different, what cars and all that. But obviously, not a lot of people ever wanted the Toyota. And it's just because of different people's driving styles. It's the same way this season, a lot of people didn't want the Citroen. I mean, nobody else in GT2 really wanted the Citroen. Everyone didn't really like it. No one really wanted it, other than us. And it was kind of the same with GT1. There was a couple of teams that said they kind of wanted it, but it wasn't their top choice. It was kind of one of the ones that they felt were comfortable in, but they didn't really put it at the top. But it just shows you some cars and certain people go very well. Tom seems to be really enjoying that Dodge. But other people could get in that Dodge and it could be as slow as anything. When we did our testing, I couldn't drive the Alpha. But then last night, Donzo, SBY and Peatman showed how quick it is.
Yes.
Just if you get it right and you get the brake balance right, they showed exactly what kind of. So every car's like that. Obviously, I mean, Iggy, I don't know how Iggy's managed to get that car down there. That's not a track you would expect the Alpha to be quite good at because there's quite a long straight on it. So you really wouldn't expect him to be up there. But it just shows you if you get the car in the right zone and you get familiar with it quickly, you can do it extremely, extremely well.
I think the Alpha is. I think it's going to be one of those cars. If you're brave on the brakes, you can get it turned in clean, and hang on to the car that's in front of you if there is one. I think it's going to be one of those ones. It's going to be up there at the end. I think it's going to be there at the end somewhere. It'd be a shame to see it drop off throughout the season because it's a great little car. I mean, I like driving it. I've driven them, in races on the daily races and so on. And had some good races in them as well. But for me, I just didn't think it was fast enough. But I got proved wrong last night.
I mean, a lot of times I've had shorter cars because I started out. I had the Mercedes is quite a smallish car, and then I had the Toyota, which is tiny.
Yeah.
So I was quite used to the smaller cars, but then obviously I went to the complete opposite end of the spectrum now and went by Citroen, which is the longest car. But it's quite a different way of driving, and even though the Citroen's very, very long, it turns in very, very well. It sticks a lot. And the Group 4 particularly, the Group 4 is a wonderful, wonderful car to drive. I think it was by far my favourite when I did the test, and I absolutely love the Citroen. But then there's some other cars that are really quick, and you drive them, you're like, you can't drive them like your style. It just completely depends on how your style is. Definitely depends. So we'll get quite a lot of people in the chat now. We'll get Donzo, SUI, Mike, Zom, City Posh, Max. So we'll get quite a lot of people. Just a little side note.
Did you mention Peatman? Because I noticed right at the beginning of the chat, we're only 4 minutes in, we've barely spoken, and he said that we were his favourite combination.
Aww.
Peatman's a lovely man.
Oh, I know. I've always liked Peatman. I like him even more now.
He's my favourite viewer.
Do you not see your sons are watching?
One of them is, the other one doesn't care.
It doesn't matter about them. Peatman's still my favourite.
Yeah.
Right, okay, I've just got given a message. So, race 1 will be taken as it was from the end of the last completed lap.
Yep, that's fair enough. Over 3 quarters done.
Okay, and we will we'll have a bit of a change of post because it was something went wrong with Aaron's GT Sport. So I'm just about to join lobby. The lobby is open, by the way, so you can join. And Simon will be hosting the second.
I'm hoping we haven't got another glitch, or is this just Pagani just doing his usual drive the car backwards around the track?
So,
I've got to admit, that Alpha does look really nice in a GT3.
In fairness, I haven't tested the Group 3s as much as the Group 4s, because last season I had a shocker in the Group 4s, so I just didn't. As much as the Toyota was so quick, I couldn't overtake people in it, so I made sure I had the Group 4 car that I kind of felt very comfortable with, because I knew I could get Group 3 anyway, as long as I tried it enough. So, in terms of this one, we've still got the same rules as last season in terms of you have to use super soft and medium for at least one stint, but you can do as many stops as you want, do 7 stops if you wanted. But it depends, sometimes you'll see a lot of cars doing, most cars will do 2 stops, but it depends how long the pit lane is. You'll see people doing 3 stops. A topless last night, I think, everyone did the 3 stop last night because it was just a quicker strategy around it, but it just depends. Sometimes you'll have tracks that 2 stop will be well quicker, and then you have tracks that 3 stop will be a lot quicker just because the mediums don't work well around certain tracks. Shouldn't matter too much round here, mind you.
What do you think the top strategy is going to be?
It's a difficult one because I've never driven a Group 3 speedway race. I've done a Group 4 and it went terrible because for some weird reason, it was on this track and for some weird reason everyone finds it hilarious, but I couldn't do the last corner on a speedway, but I couldn't do the last, I kept hitting the wall. I just genuinely I couldn't do it properly, but it didn't work. So I'm not entirely sure. I mean, as I say, I don't think there'll be too much difference between the tyres that you see at like a topless or Spa, things like that. You'll not see, because obviously it's 3 corners, isn't it? So I see a massive amount of difference, I think, tyres.
Yeah, it's the last corner for me is a very slight lift.
Yeah, it's an odd one.
That's all it is.
It's an odd one.
I'm just hoping the lads are getting their aggression out of the way now before the race starts, because I'm just watching Pagani. I think he's hit nearly everybody in the field on his warm-up. His right rear quarter has no vinyl on it whatsoever. T Swift's just giving him a whack. So
right, we'll have a look at the liveries quickly. So CG's livery is created by Zom. It's got a kind of Jamaican inspired livery, which is lovely. It's a very nice looking livery. Rom's,
yeah, I like that when I saw that before.
Rom's got a kind of grey kind of yellow stripe down the middle. That's quite nice, isn't it?
Now, as a designer, I hope you don't mind. I want to have a look at Zom's car. Sorry, Robin's car, and see if he's got the writing the right way round this time.
Oh, okay, no. So we're just about to kick off because we've just seen the 30-second warning. So it should be a reverse grid from the last. Actually, how would that work? I think he must have done a custom grid for me.
Yeah, I think he's done a custom one.
It's one thing I haven't, thankfully, touch wood, not had to do yet, GT2. Don't really know how to do it, so when it comes, hopefully we never have to do it, but...
Fingers crossed for you.
Have a look. Simon! Aaron! How do I do it? Right, so cars that are quick around here. Straight line speed. Most of these cars are quite similar on top speed. There'll be a slight difference in acceleration, but most of these cars are very similar on top speed. I think the Lancers are quite a bit down in Group 3 in top speed, but apparently it's quite a good car around here for the speedway, which confuses me quite a bit.
Yeah, it's apparently, I mean, the daily races, everybody was using it.
I'm confused though, because it's the slowest on top speed. Oh.
Yeah, I just think it's the handling of it.
Yeah, probably.
For the very little amount of corners we've got.
So he has managed to do a custom grid, so well done to Si. So we'll get Lico and the Alpha. Wrong cars, right? The Lamborghini starting on pole.
I'm gonna just keep an eye on Iggy at the back.
I'm gonna go on board with Megatron actually because it's such a rapid off start, so he's got away really quickly and he's jumped CG already. We get Simmel, Panda. That's a terrible car angle, thank you for switching. Pagani's got a bundle there at the start. So Lico's in P1, then we get Megatron, P2, someone's absolutely whacked the wall, and that's Tom in the background there, T Smith. So Lee's still in P1, Megatron just behind, Simmel up to P3. This big battle behind between Panda, Lennon, Blue Flag. Oh, CG taps Lennon there into the wall. Down a little bit, CG drops down into P5, then we get Lennon, German, Blue Flag, Pagani's in P8, Aaron just behind his teammates, Pagani's dropped down, Pagani's going up a bit, sorry. Aaron's dropped down a couple of places actually, slightly surprised out.
I think the Citroens will work well together because they have done before.
Yeah, definitely.
I think this is the ideal circuit to follow your teammate.
Yeah. Fully expect Megatron to be up there at the end. He's extremely good on fuel.
Pretty flexible.
Danny's got, Aaron up a bit. Oh, Panda's in the wall.
Panda's in the wall.
Oh, first casualty of the oval. Oh, who's that at the back? Is that Blue Flag's Miles behind as well, actually?
Yeah, Blue Flag dropped back. I was wondering whether him and Panda had a
Ron's
collision.
down the inside.
Blue Flag had a penalty.
Oh, did he? Iggy's managed to get past Simmel and he's now getting past Aaron as well, up into P6 already from the back of the grid. Pagani's already up to P5, then we get Megatron round the outside of Lee, and we've also get CG in the mix as well, and Lennon. Four-way battle, I think CG's managed to jump up to P2. Lennon's battling as well though, CG's trying to go round the outside. That hell of a lot of action to keep up with here. CG is going to go down the inside of Lee. CG up into P1 in the Lancer.
It's as if they're all
Pagani down the inside.
Front, but I don't think that's the best place to be.
It's not, I don't think so anyway. You want to save fuel.
Do you know what? I'd probably be down where Fro was.
Yeah, save fuel, keep position.
Or make up 2 seconds in the pitch, but you won't make it up on the track.
Exactly. Lee back down the inside, up to P1. We've got Pagani as well, battling it out. Pagani up, just about. CG's managed to hold it though. He just sits behind Rom. Is someone who's that? Someone what in the world? What in the world?
I think that was
Tom.
Yeah.
It's so wide.
Yeah, he got. They sort of touched and both went in opposite directions. Then the outside wall, and Tom had to get a bit further to win one.
Pagani up to P2, but Rom keeps getting. Rom's getting great runs outside corners. Rom down the inside of CG. Rom up to P3, I think that is. Tapping cars. Get to the gallop. Aaron down the inside now as well. CG. He's actually down the inside of Rom. Rom's dropped back down. Then we get Megatron down in P6 now. So you constantly see constant position changes here. Because it's just a slipstream.
Blue Flag was 3.5 seconds He's got no slipstream.
T Smith down the inside of Megatron as well. Get Lennon as well. Out Mighty again. A couple of people tapping the wall there. Blue flag catching still under 2 seconds now. Flying foam. Lennon, Mighty Iggy in a 3-car line coming into the next corner. Flying foam keeps P9. Lennon down the outside of Mighty Iggy to P10. 7 and P8, I've got Tom and P7 with Megatron round the outside of Tom. Tom manages to get P6, we've got Aaron and P5. We've got Ron, P4, not for long, P3, that dodge, wrapping in a straight line. Aaron as well, catching massively towards the end of that. Oh, someone's hit, I think someone had hit there, quite a few people on the wall.
Yeah, Ross is in the wall at Megatron.
Yeah, I think Aaron went in the wall as well. I think Aaron had so much extra speed going around there. There was it. That section was incredibly fast towards the end of that thing. You get so much slipstream around here, you just reach some incredible speed. Pagani and Lee battling out for the lead now. Five minutes gone. We're already on to lap 8. So by the looks of people's fuel, they will get 14-15 laps out of these, and then they'll have to come in. That looks what they can do.
Yeah, Lennox used a hell of a lot more fuel than
Actually, yes.
Aaron's another one, so is Lennox. So you can see that actually, I think what you'll find is the people that are actually saving fuel are on half a tank.
Yep. You get Megatron, Lee, Pagani. A little bit less. It's big cluster cars. If you ever want to see an FTRL train, just watch a speedway.
I don't know what's happened here, but the blue flag came up with 0.9 of a second. And then it's dropped back to 1.4.
It's a bit of a nightmare to catch back up after you've kind of dropped off here.
Way up there and then come back off again, so
Yeah.
I don't know where we're getting into.
I think everyone's quite happy just letting Lee stay out front here at the moment.
Yeah.
No one's really bothered of overtaking this point in time. Everyone's well within touching distance at the moment, other than Blue Flag's a little bit off of him.
Panda's 25 on
Yeah, he's miles off.
22 on.
It's so difficult here if you get out of that slipstream range to get back into it, because everyone else is going 15, 20 miles an hour faster, something, even 10, 15 miles an hour usually.
And he's guzzling fuel, right?
Yeah, he is. He's trying to catch back up. So
He's using a lot more than Lee has in his teammate in the same car.
and Lee's in the lead without. So as you see, because it's a speedway, near enough everyone is on identical tyre wear. There's very, very little differences. Rom's right up the back of Pagani. Rom looks very, 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 very good in that double Viper. But he has got a bit less fuel, but he does seem to have a lot of pace for the corners, a lot more than similar cars.
See Bosch's prediction photo finish.
Probably quite good there.
I'm predicting carnage in the last corner.
Yeah, that's probably quite a good answer.
Everybody wants to win.
Yep.
I think yeah, the elbows, legs, everything out.
Everyone just sitting behind Lee. See, a lot of them could have overtook there, but they just decided to sat back. Who hit the wall there? Someone was about to smash the wall. I think it was Megatron. He has.
Yeah, Rom hit the wall.
Rom as well.
I
saw a red car in the background, smashed the wall, so that's allowed Blue Flag to get some slipstream. You'll be happy with that. So you get Aaron as well. Aaron and Lennon will be in this lap. They'll use a hell of a long lap fuel. Aaron's always said he struggled to save fuel. That's one thing Aaron's old, I think, if I remember right.
Yeah, Rom's in the red.
Yeah, Aaron Aaron Lennon in as well. So first of the pit stops. You're going to want, the issue with the pit stop is you kind of want to go where other people are going, so you don't end up in no man's land on your own with no slipstream. Because that kills your fuel. You're just not able to save anything, you're just having to guzzle fuel as well. Thomas has just said disconnect lap 20. No, don't even go there. Not delivered.
It was jumped, Aaron. Just to give you an idea, Aaron was on 1, Lennon was on 2.
Rom dives in, Tom dives in, so both dodges in. Everyone I think else has stayed out. So Lee, Pagani and them get half a second gap back to Iggy as well. All these guys will be either in this next lap, just this lap coming, or the next lap. No, I'll be able to go any longer than that. I think Lee may be in this lap actually. Everyone peels into the pits. Did anyone stayed out? CJ I think stayed out. Yep, CJ stayed out for one more lap. Probably not the best decision he's ever going to have made. Because he's probably going to have to do a lap. He's going to have a lap with no slipstream. Everyone else coming out. So T Smith and Rom are the faster pit. So they're just coming down the straight now. Where are they going to come out compared to everyone else? So this is where you're going to have an issue, because T Smith and Rom are coming out and everyone else is coming out as well. Down the inside, Pagani, T Smith, Rom. That's the issue with speedways. If half the grid are in the pits and half the grids have already come out, then you've got this. So you get Lee down the inside of Megatron, you've got 2x2x2. There's nothing like watching a speedway race.
CJ's in the pit.
Where is he going to come out? He was about P5, P6 wasn't he? Before all that started.
But he's just leaving pits now.
Okay, the Mighty, I'll go and bother like the Mighty egg or something. I think he might come out around about that area. But he's coming out now. Oh, he's not put as much fuel in.
No, only 3/4 of a tank.
Yeah, he's not put as much fuel in. I was like, how's he jumped him all?
He's jumped him all, but I don't understand that, because they're going to catch him.
Yeah, exactly, they're going to catch him.
Yeah, he would have done better either filling up, or he needs to back off, get back to the back, and then fuel save.
Yeah, that's a bit of a good decision, isn't it? I was thinking that. They've all caught all back up to him already. That's the thing, he's just lost quite a bit of fuel. Never know, it may work out in the end. The Mighty Iggy up to P5, and we get blue flag as well, and Dodge on the battle with the Alpha. The Alpha's got slipstream, we get Simmel as well, which come back from miles back as well. Lennon's at the back of this as well, and then we get Aaron's down in P11 at the moment, so Aaron and Lennon are struggling. Because they were the first ones to come in the pits, they're struggling on their fuel, and they're both right at the back.
Yeah.
Not having a good run of it so far. CJ having a look there, Mighty Iggy's dropped back down. The blue flag already on the attack at CJ.
Lennon's going to try and make a move on Aaron.
Yeah, oh, Simmel going for free wide. Don't do free wide, please don't do free wide. Oh, please don't.
Yeah, I think CJ's down in 7th now.
We're struggling. Unbelievably, you've got T Smith, Pagani and the Mighty Iggy, 3 of the top. No, the top 3 from the last race. More than the top 4 last race. So T Smith takes the lead. He's had the lead for the past few laps now. We've got Pagani and Roll having a bit of a battle. It may take he's tapped the wall again there. CG's managed to latch back onto the back of the top four. Lee's managing to just about around the outside of Simmel there. Quite a bad tapping there going on.
Blue flag?
Yeah, quite a
it doesn't look anything like that when you're inside.
Yeah, exactly.
It's nothing like that.
They always look.
At the end of the day, it's just a system. It's just basically government watching.
Yeah.
So it does the best it can do.
But a lot of the time I'm not actually doing like a jerky movement. It's just.
You're not driving down the road like quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just the number crunching is trying to keep up.
He's still managing to do all about the stick front, and he's still got more fuel than his teammate just behind him. Gani's got the most fuel so far. Gani and the Mighty Aggie are on the same amount of fuel. CG is struggling on his fuel. CG and Blue Flag come together a bit there. Both
Oh, it's just on the inside of Lennon.
As well. Feels hard for Panda here. Oh, City Bosch just stuff, that's Panda at the back. Yeah, he had an incident near the start. I don't know if it would come together with Blue Flag or something like that, but yeah, he's spanning. He's spinning that. Screwed. So let's go straight back.
It's made up just 2 seconds since his incident.
Get 12 cars, sorry, for 1.9 seconds. So on the track you'll see that. Blue Flag side by side. Second stop will be it's quite a big difference in fuel now between quite a few cars. Lee's managing to look how much fuel Lee's got.
Blue Flag's burning it.
Yeah, quite a few of them, like compared to like Blue Flag and Aaron Lennon.
Aaron's down to a quarter of a tank. Otherwise it's going to be out of sync.
Yeah. I think they're getting quite a way behind everyone at the moment. Looking at it. Guy for meeting CG. Look at the speed CG's got. Whoa, he's caught massively. He was about 4 times behind them. They caught them all up, but Mighty Eggies.
Is Frome trying to make a move? He's boxing at the moment.
I'm not sure. I think they've all kind of just sat behind each other in the London for the last few laps. They're not really in any hurry to do anything at the moment. They're all happy just sitting and saving fuel and really making any moves. It's a bit of a lottery at Speedway. You just need very good on strategy and a bit of luck as well.
It's like they're taking it in turns to go to the front and dropping back to let someone else on.
No, it's like cycling. Cycling watch them. Omni, my finger that's going over.
I was thinking more like kids at the playground, you can all have a go on the swing once.
Yeah, basically. So CJ dropped back a little bit, get Simmel, Lee, Blue Flag. Aaron's managing to get away a little bit from Lennon. Oh, that was a bit of tapping there, yeah. I saw the ending of that there. Blue Flag's very wide.
Yeah. Lee and Simone.
Aaron and Lennon in. Yep, Aaron and Lennon in. Everyone's still catching up to the back of Tom, but no one's interested in taking the lead here.
To be honest, if I was Tom, I think I would back off a little bit.
He's still, I don't get this, but he's still managed to save more fuel than Romis. Which is odd, considering he's been at the front for the last 10, 11 laps, I think it's been something like that.
I think he's getting pushed along by all the wings behind him. Rob's doing a bit of bump drive.
I think they're, oh yeah, because he's back his car. They're back to all the cars actually. They're all just kind of pushing the car along the straight. They're not really going to see the handbags getting out until the last few laps.
That's Rob's going to be in, I reckon, soon. Maybe 1 or 2 laps.
Yeah. Semmel going to the inside. Semmel going to the inside, using 7th, he's going 3 wide. Up to P5, there's Carlo banging, not sure what's going on behind. Tierney and Nico and CG. A couple of taps going on.
Iggy takes him around the outside.
Megatron's on a little bit of drift. He's getting the slipstream enough, so he should catch back onto the back of it. Is that Panda's come into the pits and he's now at the back of the...
Yeah,
he's now lapped, but he's at the back of the...
Yeah.
Back of the line, which is kind of confused battles. Yeah, I saw the whole city thing, I was like...
He has come up very quick.
Getting 20 seconds. But Frome's took the lead and Tom's backed off down to P5. He's literally done what they do in cycling, it's kind of pulled over went back to the back. It's the strangest race. Speedways are just confusing. Everyone's, oh god, everyone's on the pits. Literally everyone's in the pits. Frome stayed out, Semmel's...
T-Smith is 15, everybody else is 3, 4 and 4. Yes. So, I think he's played a very clever game there.
He has. Right, Frome is going to have 1 lap, and so is everyone else, I think everyone else behind. So once again, we're going to have to watch, because Pagani's going to come out in the lead, so we're going to have to watch Pagani. Lennon's overtook Pagani into P5, so we're going to have to go on board with Lennon and Pagani, and then we're going to see everyone else come into the pits, and then we're going to see chaos once again at turn 1, when everyone filters through, and we're going to have 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 again. Everyone in the pits, Simo and Megatron have actually get 0. Nearly ran out of fuel. Okay, so Lennon just about to come round the final corner. Now...
Right, he stayed out.
Oh, they stayed out, right, that's going to help matters a little bit more. So people are going to start coming out now of the pits. There we go. So Lennon comes out, Pagani comes out. Oh, they've managed to actually clear everyone. So's Aaron, now get Frome that's filtered out into P7, is that? Besides CJ. So everyone else, so we'll go on board with the mighty Iggy, actually, go on board with Pagani again and see what happens with Iggy. That's kind of been a little bit of a lull. I expected it to be a little bit more chaotic there, but it kind of petered out a bit. Has everyone had different views? Aaron's not filled up. It's only filled up. Everyone's had different fuel. That's why. Everyone's filled up different, that's why it's all kind of spread out a bit.
Yeah.
Pagani's just kind of hitting Lennon up, giving him a little bit of a boost. So Iggy's come out.
That was the second stop, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Iggy's come out in P11. Iggy's filled up fully, so that's why he's come out. I think he's the only person that's filled up fully, actually. Everyone else is... Okay, so Lennon's taking the lead for a bit. He's not getting much fuel though, Aaron's doing the same. So Pagani's got more fuel and he's just going to save a bit of fuel here. Tom, in terms of... Tom's got the same amount of fuel as Pagani. So Pagani and Tom are on the same kind of place on track, same strategy.
Yeah, Lennon Aaron and Blue Flag, same fuel.
Yeah, they're all kind of doing the alternate thing.
It's every other one, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all kind of mixing together now, but they're all going to kind of go back to where they should at the last stop. Lennon, Rom and CJ 3 wide.
Yeah.
Managed it.
It's a wide enough track, really.
Yeah, it's one of those places you can get 3 wide. It's not many tracks you can get 3 wide through a corner and it to be comfortable at that, is it?
To be honest, they can do 3 wide around the whole thing.
There's people that look good. But the outside person wouldn't be having a very good, enjoyable ride, mind you. Come round the outside of a speedway. Definitely not the quickest way to go around it.
CJ's in the mix again, and he's just in the wall.
He hit the wall in the last corner as well. Hitting the walls a few times at the moment, missed it.
There we go, CJ's making a move.
Down the inside. Blue flag possibly as well. Yep, blue flag gives him the room. CJ. Yep, blue flag's held it. Simon looking for a move though. I think Simon's just about to go alongside CJ. He is. Simon down the inside of CJ. CJ down to P9. Oh, Mighty Iggy once again a bit wide there.
And is made up. He's now 18 seconds behind.
Making up some. Oh, Sim will get a tap there. Saw that. He's done well to make up time. He's on his own.
He's taking the lead. Oh,
CJ.
Yeah.
I saw it, I thought he was coming at pit size. What's going on there? What's happened there?
Yeah, it's quite a common thing after turn 1, everybody sort of comes from the corner and they tend to win and then they bang together.
Yeah. Big difference between Pagani and Lennon's tyres.
Yeah.
A lot more wear on. Big battle for P5, Rome, Simo, Lee's and that. Oh no, Aaron is, sorry, blue flag. Mighty Iggy round the outside. Gets it done, I think. Just about. He actually got a double overtake there, he's round the outside of Aaron and CJ.
The normal outcome to this race on this circuit is fuel. We're coming towards the end of the race now.
Yeah.
Just under 13 minutes left. I think the last pit stop's going to be the decider.
Yeah, it's going to be who comes out near the front and who has the capability in the last few laps to just go a bit gung-ho.
Yeah. You want the car light enough that you can keep the speed you want it, but you've got to have enough fuel in it that you're not going to be safe.
Yeah, exactly. Too much.
Nothing worse than slowing down on the finish line.
Yeah, exactly. Especially on a speedway when you're 40 minutes side by side. A little bit of a gap between P2 and P3. It will catch that up quite easily if it's still well within slipstream range, but more of a gap than we've seen. Spread out probably the most we've seen so far this race.
Yeah.
A lot more gaps. I mean, it's tiny gaps, but it's gaps.
Look how much the Lennon's made up compared to Aaron. Bearing in mind they were.
Zom's just said, please do a shout out to Mini Zom who stayed up to watch this. Oh, cool. So Mini Zom is watching CJ. So I'm sure Mini Zom in future years will probably be joining us on the grid, hopefully.
Probably beating us.
And probably, yes.
I don't know how old he is, but by the time I said that, I think I'm tired.
But then you've noticed, Goose, you've got all the time in the world to blooming practice.
Oh, I have.
No, you're too busy making liveries for everyone.
I'm already in the OAP division. I don't think you can get any older than that.
Well, we are Club 100.
106.
As long as you said we need them to lower our average age. Very, very true.
Does that mean I'm fired?
We can have them as a reserve zone, it's fine. Put them as a reserve. Now, we've still got Tom just behind Pagani. And then Froome has managed to close up. They've all got, actually, Pagani's got less fuel now. He's in the pits as well.
Yep.
Froome's in a good position. Froome's come into this. As Zom said, he's 9. That certainly does lower the average age quite considerably. We'd no longer be Club 100. Probably if we swapped Junkie with when he's on, then we'd probably go from the oldest on the grid to one of the youngest.
I'll take my liveries with me.
Hey! we never said that. Right, what's happening with the pits now? Oh, blue flag! What's happened to someone? I think someone just crashed there. Blue flag did. There was a crash coming out of the pits. I saw that at the end there. There's been a massive crash coming out of the pits. There was a confusion with people coming in. I think there was 2 going side by side towards the pits, and I'm not entirely sure. I think one of them tried to go in the pits, and one of them tried to stay out. So that's kind of confused matters.
Yeah, I'm just watching the replay of it. Blue flag moved over to go in. Yes, it was CJ.
It was CJ on the pit lane line.
CJ went as if he was going in the pits and then pulled out at the last minute. Blue flag thought he was going in and went in. So they collided side by side.
That's the speedway.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing to happen when you've been battling for so long.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so we've got Simo and Froome who have not come into the pitch yet. We've got T. Smith and Pagani who have the same fuel.
And Blue flag's run out. Oh
God, because he was trying to come in and it was his last lap.
Yeah.
Right, T. Smith and Pagani.
So Panda's going to move up now.
Yeah, he is. Right, CG's in the pit, so we'll go and over T. Smith and Pagani.
That's the signal when that happens.
Where is CG going to come out in regards to T. Smith and Pagani? He's going to come out quite a bit behind. I've got a feeling he's going to come out behind. Yeah, he's well behind. He's come out beside Megatron.
Some spaces opened up now, haven't we?
Yeah, we'll get Froome to come in and we'll get Simo to come in. We'll get Mighty Iggy who's just behind him. Mighty Iggy has more fuel. So he's gonna have to fuel up a little bit less. He's probably gonna jump Froome and Simo. Simo's went that kind of corner a bit there. I think he takes a bit of a wider line for a lot of the corners, I've noticed that. So T. Smith Pagani.
I think Zom's just summed that up. That sucks.
You've been racing that long, and that kind of goes on like that.
Might be a good strategy as well. Simo's got to be pitted.
Yeah, a couple of these guys will be in. They're all in. Right, okay, so T. Smith and Pagani coming round. Second last corner. 1 corners to go. We'll see. Mighty Iggy has 14, whereas flying from the Simo had 1. So it shows you the difference there. So T. Smith and Pagani coming down the start finish straight. I think Iggy's coming out already. Iggy's coming out. Iggy's come out in front. Iggy's jumped him.
Half a tank.
A tiny bit less fuel, so I think they're going to catch them. I think they are going to catch Iggy back up. Slipstream and things like that. But we've got a freeway battle at the moment, and then we've got Frome came out in P4 with Simmel just behind, so we'll get these 4 and 5 just behind as well, and they can catch up, and then we've got Rom and CJ as well just behind, and then it's a gap back to Megatron and Lee Cole. So now we just need to wait and see who's going to catch back up, if they can catch back up to the back of Iggy.
Now I'm wondering why Iggy's gone for the lead, because when I was watching him when he was coming out the last turn, he was getting a good run when he was behind someone. I'm wondering whether they just don't have the pace to overtake.
Not sure. Mighty Iggy's pulled out a little bit, and T Smith has dropped off a little because Frome's caught back up. I don't know what's going on. I'm confused here. I don't know if they're trying to make a bit of a slipstream train and then going to try and take the lead.
Yeah, bearing in mind they're in chat together.
Yeah, they're going to be. So they're probably going to try.
In chat.
Yeah, Frome's going to have a look down the inside.
Yeah.
Oh, he's hit Pagani!
Yeah.
T Smith's hit the ball as well.
Yeah, they're all hitting the wall at the end.
Ah, that wasn't good, was it? That didn't look very good at all.
Let's drop back and give him the place though.
Okay, so the Mighty Iggy still 1.7 behind. So they've actually not lost much time considering that.
Yeah. He's hanging on there.
Yeah, CJ's catching back up, and Rom seems to be catching back up as well. So we could end up with a 7-car train at the end.
Yeah.
They all managed to catch up enough. But the Mighty Iggy's
about 5 or 6 laps to the end, isn't it?
Oh, it's probably going to be more than that. It's probably going to be 7, I think. Actually, it's only 40 seconds, mate. I think to 7. It's probably 6 and things actually. Probably our 6 laps. So he's 1.9 seconds still, and then we've got Simmel just behind. Pagani and Frome still battling. CG's caught up to the back of this already, and then we've got a bit of a gap back to Ron behind. And we've got Lee, who's overtaking Blue Flag, who's lapped sadly after that incident. And we've got Aaron, Lee, Panda, and P12. And let's see, Blue Flag back.
He's got a lot of fans on the old chat.
He does. He drove impeccably this evening, hasn't he? Been great in that first race to get that alpha, and this race he's been very, very quick. And it looks at the moment like he's holding the guys behind him.
Yeah, and it could be his first win if he gets it. Don't want to curse him.
It will. Deluxe is a question there, so it will be. He's not won yet. He got close to it in Notchlife and Sardegna. Notchlife he wasn't far off it. The influence was 3 of them that were in it. So we've got 5 cars very close together. Thing is though, when they're battling, they're all going to be losing time here, so they need to work as a team to catch up. Because at the moment, they're not going to catch up. They're losing time.
Yeah.
It's 1.9. This is if they're wanting to win the race, this isn't the way to do it.
Mitsubishi's have just pushed to the front.
This is definitely not the way to catch up. They're going to have to work as a team to catch up, because Mighty Iggy looks they're not catching quick enough yet. They are catching, but in fairness, Frome is off now. Frome has kind of increased the pace quite a bit here, I feel.
Do you know what? I'm wondering whether we're going to have a 1-2-3 Mitsubishi.
Look at the time Frome's made up in this lap. Frome is flying.
And staying out the way.
So is Simmel in fairness. Frome, Simmel, and T Smith and Pagani have kind of been left for.
Pagani's dropped off the back of it.
Yeah, they've kind of.
Pagani's tyres. Throw and see those tyres. Good condition.
Okay, so the gap's now down to 4 temps. Frome and Simmel have just unleashed the pace of that Mitsubishi.
Yeah.
And are absolutely flying.
CJ up the inside of Pagani. Pagani's tyres are gone.
How have they got so much pace all of a sudden in that car? It's all turned the switch on.
Pagani's got no fuel left. He's got...
Ah, is that why he's... Because actually, will they have another lap? Will they have 2 more laps, or will they just have 1 more lap? They're probably going to have 2, aren't they?
Yes, they'll have 2. Yes, they'll get over the line in time. They're going to be over the line to get this next lap.
They're going to get 2 more laps.
Yeah.
So will most of these guys. The last person, I think everyone will get it up until Rom. I think Rom will be the first person to cross the line. Actually, that's the thing. So this is, I think From's going to think this. He knows he's going to have another lap. So he's probably going to wait for the last. There's maybe 18 people watching. The final few laps.
CJ's the one to watch. He's just about to take T. Smith.
CJ's catching up as well. They're all starting to close in a little bit here.
Fuel is tight for all of them.
They're going to be struggling here at the end of this because Mighty Iggy, this is where it's time because there's a little delay between the time remaining and the last lap. So as you see, it closes now, but they're still crossing the line, they're still getting it.
Yes.
Pagani was the last one. Pagani was the first person. So
Yep,
Mighty
so
Iggy.
CJ's the last person.
Yep, so Mighty Iggy and Flying Foam go to the last lap. Flying Foam pulls to the outside.
No, CJ's run out. CJ's run out.
Oh, CJ's run out of fuel. Flying
CJ's
Foam.
run out of fuel.
Flying Foam's got it, I think. The Mighty Iggy's going to run out. The Mighty Iggy's going to run out of fuel. T Smith. Oh, he's gone as well. My God.
Foam's got it.
Mighty Iggy, is he run out of fuel as well now?
No, unless it's the draft that's taking him along.
Yeah, he's run out now.
Foam run out. They've all run out on the line.
The
only person that actually had any fuel left was Simo.
What an engine!
Simo was the only one that actually went over the line using an engine.
So, the race winner...
This is better than electric racing.
It's Flying Foam with the most incredible burst of pace at the end of the race. The Mighty Iggy, who ran out of fuel quite near the end as well. Simo, I don't know if he ran out of fuel. I think he did actually run out of fuel as well. T Smith, who's still not crossed the line. It's just about to do it now. T Smith has crossed the line. CJ's not. CJ's still around the last
CJ's not even got to the line yet. Go back to CJ. This could be the slowest finish ever. This is, by the way, viewers, this is not slow motion. This is real life pace.
Dun 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 dun.
That bloke's arm must be aching.
Oh my God! Right, CJ has.
Go on, fella. Go on.
Crossed the
There we
line.
go.
P5. Pagani takes P6, Rom P7, Lee P8, Megatron, Aaron, Lennon, and it was then Panda and Blue Flag. What an ending! That was hilarious. Oh, what a race that was.
That's absolutely fantastic.
That is one of the funniest endings to it. That's probably the funniest ending I've watched a race.
Flying Foam said that was intense.
I'm not surprised.
I think he needs to watch back to his teammate coming over the line. That was intense. He didn't think he was going to make it.
Oh,
What would happen
God.
if he had started rolling backwards again and he'd never finished?
I'm afraid CG has been disqualified from the results as due to him reversing across the finish line.
I think I would have driven down towards the pit wall because there's still on a slight camber there, and I think that he could have gone over.
You probably would have, yeah, the hill, kind of downhill. Well, that was an odd ending, I think we'll say, to the first week. But that concludes our strange ending to this week. We will be back on Tuesday with our second round of the Nations Cup. And then on Wednesday we've got the 6th week of F1. Then we'll get GT2 back on Thursday, and for next week for GT1 we will have Fuji shot for Group 4, and we'll have Saint Croix B. Saint Croix B will be an interesting one as well. That's a good track. So hopefully join us for that one. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed witnessing what was an absolute mental race. and thank you for Chunky Sport. Hopefully, if there's enough room next week, we might be able to get Chunky Sport back in. Hopefully.
That's if people don't mind me coming back in.
I'm sure everyone will love it. It helps me out massively because I've actually had some company for a while.
Even though we're 600 miles apart.
Yes, 600 miles apart. Yeah, that's probably a good... Probably around about 500, 600 miles. Yeah, we'll go with that. But thank you everyone for watching this evening. I hope everyone really enjoyed that race. It was a great race. But thank you everyone, and stay safe and have a nice